we have discussed so far about financial management. So in this class, we will be discussing entire terms on what is finance, how you will be managing finance. First of all, say me what is financial management. What have we discussed so far regarding it? What is financial management? Yes,
Budgeting,
budgeting.
investing capital towards our business,
Okay.
and investing amount based on the product or service what we do.
Okay, fine. So, in short, financial management is nothing but how you earn money, how you use those money, and how you control those money. So previously we have started with the gaming session where we had 4 rounds. In those 4 rounds, what was your first round is about? Financing function. In the very first round, we have discussed on financing function. How to finance, how to get money. And what was the second round? Sorry? Operating and financial leverages. In it, we have discussed on how we invest our money into different sources and machineries and how does that utilizes us towards our profit generation. And in third round, we have discussed on dividend sharing, how we share our profit to our shareholders and how we utilize that money for future growth and development. And in final round, what have we discussed? Working capital management. In case if a business goes around a difficult situation, how it's coping up and what kind of a decision it is making. So let's start up with finance function. The first topic. Finance function is nothing but how a business is earning money and managing the money in terms of 3 cases. First one is how it is obtaining the money, how it uses the money, and how it controls the money. From where we are getting the money. When we are comparing from our yesterday's game session, so how it is obtained? Either we have obtained through a blank loan or through our reserves or through our friends or anything, through any of the sources. How it is used? How we are using those money? We are investing in machineries and day-to-day leverages, and how it is controlled? We are dividing it to the shareholders as dividend. Further, we are also investing in our day-to-day expenses and to business growth and development. So this is so far about a basic gist of about financing function. In short, how a company gets its money is something about financing. But how it uses the money goes apart from financing and it dives deeply into how it is investing plus how it is managed. Got it? So moving on to the definition of financing function. Financing function are the activities or those activities that related to planning on how you have to invest the money, you have to get your money, how to control your money, and all these comes under your financing function in order to gain more resources into your organizations. Clear? So this is about the basic gist of financing function. So in this unit 1, we will be fully discussing about what are the financing functions, scopes, its objectives, long-term finances, short-term finances. We will be learning it more deeply. But before learning all these things, it's most important for you people to understand the key terms. These key terms will be involved in the upcoming classes and upcoming topics. So if at all if I am taking any classes or any topic, that a word comes as equity or leverages. So it is most important for you people to understand what is equity, what is leverage, what is dividend, what is debenture, all these things. Yesterday in our gaming session, you people would have came up with an idea of what is dividend. What is dividend? Dividing your profit. Whatever profit you are earning, you will be dividing the profit and giving back to your shareholders. That is dividend. So we will be detailedly discussing. In briefly, we will be discussing about all these key points. Later in each of the topics, we will be detailedly discussing what are the activities that this particular thing will be doing. For example, profit maximization, how it involves in financing function. We will be detailedly discussing later, but we will see the gist. First one is financing function. So far we have discussed financing function is fully about how you earn money and how you manage and control the money. And investment decision is that we have set of money in our hand. Where we put those money? Where are we utilizing those money so that we can get back our money? So comparing with yesterday's topic, investment comes under you invested in machinery. So that's investment function. Got it? And next one is dividend decision. how we share our profit towards our shareholders and other sources. And next one is working capital. So working capital is the fourth round we have discussed on how we manage our money. We are having a short of cash flow in our hand, but our supplier demand for immediate cash pay, but our customers are not paying an immediate cash. So that is what working capital management. Nothing but managing our day-to-day daily cash needs and day-to-day cash flows. And next one is profit maximization. Profit maximization is nothing but your planning for a long-term development of your company. How every business have a particular objective of increasing its profit. In that case, a company plans or forecast for a long-term period. So that is profit maximization. And next one is short-term finance. Short-term finance is nothing but those financial activities that takes place for a short period of time, for day-to-day daily activities. And long-term investment is those investment that you make for a long-term period, for a long-term vision. For example, if I am having a cafe shop as is today, I am making a long-term financial investment to for after 5 years or after 10 years. I want to see myself as a big coffee brand. In that case, it is called as a long-term finance. And next one is share. Shares, what is share? Hope you people know what is share. What is share? Share is nothing but a company. If a company wants to run, what is most important? Money is important. If money is the mandatory wheel of a company, if a company wants to move, money is more important. How they will generate money? Either through bank loans or reserves or through friends. Another source is called shares. Shares is that owner is dividing the capital, ownership of the company into various shares and distributing to the public. So the public will be getting those shares. One share for 10 rupees. They will be buying the shares. So when they buy the shares, they will pay you. So through those sources, a company will generate capital and they will use it in business. Later, the company will, the shareholders buy their shares. What is the return in the sense? They will get back the dividend, a profit percentage. Got it? We will be detailedly discussing on what is share clearly in the classes. First, basic understanding of share is that to generate capital and revenue sources, company invest in shares. And next one is debentures. What is debentures? Debenture is nothing but a debt that the company is receiving with a fixed interest rate. How they are getting debt from our bank? They are getting debt from various other institutions. That is debenture. And preferred stock is preference share. Preference share, and next one is equity share. Preference share is that the preference shareholder will be getting a fixed dividend. If at all if a company earns profit or loss, the preference shareholder will definitely get this dividend. Whereas equity shareholders, after preference shareholders get settled, then only equity shareholders will be given preference. As of now, this is enough. Later we will be diving into it detailing. And next one, leverages. Leverages is those expenses I am making daily and regularly, and how those expenses helps me to get back my investment. That is called leverage. This is enough as of now, a basic gist of what each and everything. Make a note of it as a hint. So later when we discuss each topics individually, you will be getting to know it more detailedly. Got it? Any doubt? So now you people are clear on financing function, dividend, debentures, shares, everything. So shall we move on to the next topic?